realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now ETN. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's ETN. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A give running right, ETN. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Antrell Roll with a pick. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. Jones. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Boy, good hands there defensively at second down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Returning it, John Ross. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jack Youngblood. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to take it in. run for a Steeler touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now Ross to return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay. 74 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And now here's Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's swung out to Mostert. Touchdown! Right. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. That'll bring up second down. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now here's Ross. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The veteran Brandon Marshall, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Here's Fields sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Flushed out right. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Fields throwing again. Being chased out left. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Off play action. Fields on the move to his left. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Jones now on 3rd and 2. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields. Looking sideline, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Fields. Flush to his right. He's got it. Complete. Mike Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Back to throw. Fields. Dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. The connection made. It's Graham. Touchdown, Bears! Jimmy Graham. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now Ross to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Antrell Roll with a pick. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap, Fields. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Lance Allworth in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And now here's Ross. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this 1st half of action. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, 75 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. And Graham's got it, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. To throw is Fields. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Fields eluding the pressure right. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 33 yards that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Steps away to his left. this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will put them on top here in the third. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead. Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 22. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
A first down carry for Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones, flush to his right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Jones, off play action, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Gano the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Finding room at the 30. And he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to...
we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes to Barkley on the check down. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. Third down here. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Jones eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Galladay. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Jones. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Kenny Galladay on the touchdown throw from Daniel Jones.
And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start to...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 30 yards. Off-play action. Jones. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Antrell Roll with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On second down now, Barkley, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jake Youngblood able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake. Jones throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. Touchdown, Giants! Brandon Marshall, 65 yards.
And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Ross on the return. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Antrell Roll with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Jones, a final shot before break. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Now Ross to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
There he goes, Brandon Marshall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Marshall, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Linval Joseph able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes taking a shot here for Marshall.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Antrell Roll with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Keelan Cole now to return.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Jackson. And his first look is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jack Youngblood in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
He'll buy some time right. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Giants are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Cole now on the return.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On the pickup there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. They played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Jackson now off the bootleg.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he goes out right around the 39.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Well, here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute again. Against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, Barkley, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And Fult's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And now here's Ross. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off-play action, Jones. Going right back to Galladay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, 26 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Throwing deep for Galladay.
And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 38. Barkley will try to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And now it's second down. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, and it's third down. To throw again is Jackson.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. A handoff to Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is down to 4. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now Ross to return. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Now Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Forced out to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley, and the Giants add on to their lead.
That drive that really...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the... Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers, and he's going to get this. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
It's Young on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's a give to Dobbins.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A first carry now for Reggie Bush. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Young now. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20.
There it is.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. First and 10, Young. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing, Young. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Young to throw it. Flush to his right. Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They're going for it with Dobbins. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. he has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And he's got it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Jack Youngblood.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go one more. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. 19, Ryan. 58, the Mike.
Final play of the half, Young. His throw incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And some room to work. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Young. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Looking for his big receiver, Marshall.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And who's got it? The Giants! A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Jones now from the gun on third down. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing deep for Galladay. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, 32 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point try good by Gano.
And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now Jones throwing on first down. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And now here's Ross.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd down and 3.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down now, it's Alexander, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Steps away to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flushed out right. That's caught by Galladay. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Off the play fake. Jones eluding the pressure right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Incomplete. 16 seconds now. All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Taking a shot here for Marshall.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Again, they were targeting Marshall there, and it's second down.
Back to throw, Fields.
Flush to his right. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but it felt like they were pressing it too much.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Jack Youngblood.
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Fields on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards that time for number 19. Jones on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety and Reed.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Flushed out right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 1, Fields swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
To throw is Fields.
Buying time to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now Fields.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 30, 20.
You don't want nothing.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
From way up at the 23.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Here's a diving catch right side. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, it's Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields.
And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again is Fields.
Eluding the pressure. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes left side. 30. Past the 20.
Okay, baby, come on.
And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's all fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Flush to his right. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. He's got a man. Complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And that is incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down. This one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Here's Fields. Make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cam Chancellor able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able. And you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep.
Set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Now Hester will get a shot. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Now the first carry for Bush. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Jerry Rice. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 36 yards on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a start for them.
Touchdown, Raiders. Jerry Rice from 17 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Jones. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Off play action. Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Jones.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now this time Murray to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A gain of 6 there on first. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 27, Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On first down, Bush. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Jones.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack that time by Michael Strahan.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And Kittle catching the slant.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The 1st half is winding down.
And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones into the secondary past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
Daniel Jones, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Returnable here for Hester.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Bush, about 3 yards there to the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Bush. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll hand it off to Bush. He will push his way down to about the 14. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half, fortunately.
Just getting started.